Welcome, welcome. This is VCQ, and welcome to Age of Mythology Retold. This is the Pillars of the Gods campaign that I'm going to go through in all its glory, but a scenario at a time. Um, I have played the previous campaigns, so I am familiar with the base game. It doesn't say that I've beaten them here, but I beat them in the previous iteration of Age of Mythology, which I thoroughly enjoyed, which is why I'm back for some more tasty action. Pillars of the Gods, I haven't seen any of the content relating to it, so I'm pretty much blind. I've had one or two things spoiled here and there for me, but that's okay. Um, I have no idea how the rest of the campaign is going to follow. I have no idea about the difficulty or the mechanics of the Chinese civilization. So that should be interesting and fun to go through. I'm hoping to sort of beat each scenario in about 3 tries, just purely because I'm unfamiliar with a lot of things. So hopefully Titan should be decent enough, and then once I've gone through the campaign, then I can sort of come back again with a ludicrous attempt. But I think Titan should be manageable. Anyway, let's jump in. Let's see how it goes. I've had a quick test of all the sounds and all the settings in the previous campaign, and this should be okay, but it might be a little soft. But yeah, let me know if it's no good. Hopefully, I'll also go through a little bit of discussion of the scenario at the end of each scenario, just to sort of see what strategies or what sort of ideas you could come up with, or if there is a particular tough tactic or tough part of the game that may need addressing, and then hopefully also provide a little bit of critique in that as well. But that said, let's go through the Pillars of the Gods campaign, and this is the prologue, Fortune and Misfortune.
In ancient times, China was ruled by the Yellow Emperor, Huangdi. Under the mandate of heaven, China prospered, and the heroes were revered. After a century, Huangdi ascended to the celestial court, but his heroes remained on the earth. Huang Zhaowu was one of these heroes. For his merit, Huangdi granted him the gift of eternal youth. But fortune and misfortune are intertwined. As Huang Zhaowu remained youthful, his beloved wife, Xiaoli, aged and withered. She reached the end of her earthly days, and Huang Zhaowu was left alone and broken. He sought the aid of the gods. He pleaded for Xiaoli's return, but the gods refused. They only replied, "All must find peace with the mandate of heaven." But for Huang Zhaowu, to defy fate is better than to submit.
Alright, that seems to be setting up our villain of the series. Shennong chooses an unlikely hero.
The world is falling apart. Only destruction follows in the wake of Huang Zhaowu's army. Great God Shennong, I cannot find what you ask of me. Another noble soul who fell protecting the people. Look at how they mourn, how all of China mourns.
He's alive! Is he a demon?
No, he is the one I have been looking for. Favored by Shennong, what is your name?
I am Yuan Feifeng, a simple soldier. Why would the great Shennong concern himself with my poor life?
Look, the last of Huangdi's army. Bring them to Huang Zhaowu.
Interesting.
Yan Feifeng? Shennong chose you to lead the forces of
I
justice.
mean, that's just a little bit too close to me.
I'm
Let's pull
only
back a
man,
little.
But I cannot deny Shennong's favor. I will do my best to be worthy.
Alright, let's have a quick geese. I don't know if I got the time.
They
No, I
gain their
probably
evil
don't have the
strength
time.
by consuming innocence.
Okay, looks like I got a bit of time up my sleeve. So, that was interesting. So we've set up the villain, and we've set up the heroes of the series. Seems pretty straightforward. The graphics look pretty good to me. Let's have a quick look at my heroes. Pretty close to 50% hack, pierce armor. What is that? Divine damage, multiplier, attack speed. Cool. What's your ability? Protects nearby soldiers with a shield. Okay, you're a bit stronger. You seem to be Arcantos-like. Target an enemy myth unit to stun it, and summon a mirror image to fight for me. And heal a unit. Okay. Okay, so the blue is that extra little bit of health. Why was there a third one?
We had believed all was lost, but you are truly favored by heaven. We will fight alongside you.
Do I go back? Presumably not. Alright, let's go forward. You should be fighting you. Yeah, it seems that will gain strength if I let it attack people.
Huang Zhangwu's men spoke of a great hero they had captured on the other end of the valley.
Okay, they're not doing anything, so we may as well just wait. What have we got? Javelineer. So that one's your... What is that? Good against other ranged soldiers. So I'm assuming that's like a peltist. Decent versus everything. That's alright, so that's your all-rounder. Happy with that. Only good against Cav. Only good against Cav. They've got a fire archer. Ooh. Good against infantry. Okay. So we'll just continue along this path. That blessing for shield hit points is quite nice. Okay, you're a goner. Those halberdiers are a bit tanky. These guys should put these guys out of action. They will.
I cannot believe it. Yan Feifeng lives.
Okay, so it looks like there could be a whole bunch of different ways to go through this map. I don't think there's going to be anything there. That's cool, he heals them all at the same time. That's kind of nice. And then the less units to heal, the quicker they'll heal. Right. Let's go this way. So there's the imprisoned hero there, the army, we don't know, and there are some allied soldiers.
Do not let them reach Huang Zhangwu's captive.
Losing these Dao swordsmen is not ideal, but that's alright. I do need to heal what I've got. Okay, that should heal pretty quick. I'm assuming that that just loops on itself, but still. I need to get rid of that. We'll just focus that.
Yan Feifeng, I saw you fall in battle. How can you still be alive? Yan Feifeng, I saw you fall in battle. How can you still be alive?
I wonder if there's a specific order I should do that in. I should probably go this way next time, and then this way. Getting these halberdiers probably would have sorted out those cav. I don't have a lot more units, but that's alright. So this is probably really good for an introductory scenario without going through a tutorial. They're sort of letting us in slowly, I guess, and we're taking our time to clear out batches of similar units. So we're getting used to counters, used to the feel, used to the flow of all these units, so that's well done. Stonewall with 200 health. Temple. Okay, it's not mine.
A wall blocks our way. Pioneers, send your lanterns over it so we can see what lies beyond.
Okay. What does the pioneer do? Sky lantern and reveal the surrounding area.
The enemy waits for us. Break through this wall and, together, we will overcome them.
Okay, so the sky lantern just keeps going in a straight line. Let's go, say, that way. How long does it last? Oh, it's got a little timer there. And it just falls over. It's kind of neat. Path's pretty linear. Okay, cool. Well, we'll knock this out. The next question is if I get another shield, does it stack? Are they mine? No, I don't think so.
Those were Chongqi, flying creatures that devour people. Wang Zhaowu has unleashed the worst perils upon the land.
Okay, so another myth unit. Didn't seem to be doing anything all that interesting. I don't know if I'll have to come back and eventually use all this. We do have that ability though to be using the lantern, so let's stop here. And then we can sort of scout the air in a couple different directions. You gotta go that way. You go that way. You go this way. Okay, so they're just gonna float in midair. Okay, that's the edge of the map. Let's go to the temple. I'm hoping I'll pick something up there. You got these little yellow wispy things.
Shennong has blessed us with Yazi, fierce creatures eager to leap into battle. We must be grateful they're on our side.
And what do? Can teleport enemies. What? How do they do that? Instantly teleports to targeted location, inflicting damage to any enemies. They seem a bit squishy, so I don't want to lose them. We'll get these guys on the myth units. Okay, and I already lost both of them. Wonderful. Okay, archers, archers, archers. We should be able to smack these guys out relatively easily. Oh, they're pioneers, they're heroes. Okay, now we got fire archers. About frickin' time. I'm assuming that's it, unless we've got to take on the Great Wall. So they should be decent against buildings and good against infantry. Well, there's the damage multiplier there, 5. And it has a, sorry, times 3, times 1.5. I'm assuming, yeah, okay, cool. Pioneer. Okay, it's got a ranged attack. Doesn't look like it's got a melee attack, so they're my ranged heroes.
I heard Huang Zhao is immortal. What chance do we have against him?
Wise Shennong has chosen Yan Fei Feng, but a single tree does not make a forest. We must work together to overcome our enemies. Once more, Shennong blesses us. He has given us a god power.
Okay, Shennong's a male. That's also helpful. So do I just cast this here? Let's try that. Let's do that. Let's send one out. And since it's got line of sight, we'll see if we can just cast that here. Yeah, that's good. It's destroyed completely. Absolutely everything. Oh, there is that Teote. I'm probably going to get absolutely mauled here. Oh, that's not mine. Dang, I thought I had enough juice there. That's very upsetting. Okay, with just these two, should be able to do it. But that was good. That cleaned up a fair lot of... units there. Okay, so we can get rid of you easy. What else have we got? Yeah, we got a couple of other units. That's alright. We can sort of just walk in there and sort this out. Okay, and this myth unit will sort everything else out. I hope. Maybe if I had gathered everyone in the same spot, then unleash the power, then maybe that would have worked a lot better. But, as it is, that's the situation I've got, so back to nothing. Although that might be the end of the scenario. Although that isn't necessarily rescuing the army, though. Alright, we can walk and talk. Losing those pioneers does hurt, though, because I lose a fair bit of scouting ability. Although I have a feeling this might be the end of the scenario. Huh. Was that meant to be destroyed or not? Alright, let's leave that alone. I should be able to destroy that, right? Mysterious hero. It's a bit strange. Alright, that might be a bug or something like that. Can you get in there at all? No, you can't. Maybe once that's destroyed. You'll be able to walk around it, maybe?
向遵命，出发，开战。是的，开战。
Okay, that's not ideal. Right, I think I will restart that. Purely because I think that was meant to break. Alright, I'm going to restart that. It's a bit unfortunate. This time I will skip the cinematic, and I have a feeling this should be a lot quicker.
Yan Feifeng, Shennong chose you to lead the forces of justice against Huang Zhaowu.
I'm only a man, but I cannot deny Shennong's favor. I will do my best to be worthy.
遵命，出发。
Vile Taotie! They gain their evil strength.
Okay, we'll target them one at a time. They're pretty tanky, so archers is probably best.
请下命令，开战。We had believed all was lost, but you are truly favored by heaven. We will fight alongside you. 准备好了，什么？出发，
Okay, that's it. Let's go.
出发，遵命，出发，遵命，攻击，准备出发，开战。遵命。是的，请下命令。
It doesn't last all that long.
请下命令。是的。备攻击，准备好了，攻击。是的，全攻击，前进。是的，是的，请下，是的。We are free. Huang Zhangwu's men spoke of a great hero they had captured.
Yeah, we should be able to get there in about half the time, so this shouldn't take that much longer.
准备就绪，请下命令。
I do want to see if I can keep more units alive this time.
准备就绪，准备好了，遵命，出发。是的，出发，遵命，出发，遵命，出发，遵命，出发，遵命，出发。什么？是的，准备好了，遵命，请下命令。是的。
I'd actually rather heal one unit super quick and then move on to the next unit.
好的，请下命，遵命，出发，遵命，出发，
Okay, we're not going the shortcut.
遵命，开战。请下命令，是的，出发，攻击。
Alright, we'll just sacrifice one.
I cannot believe it. Yan Feifeng lives. 请下命令，请下命令。遵出发，准备就绪。遵命，出发，遵命。请下什么？请下命令。
And then getting those counter cav now should make all the difference.
遵命。准备好
Oh,
了，
crud.
出发，遵命。出发。遵命。出发。遵命。是的，准备就绪。
It's the Teodes that are going to be an issue. Is it better to sort of just rush the gate or add them to my
出发，遵命，出发。
unit garrison after? Decisions.
出发，是的。请下命令。
Holy balls, that isn't going to last long at all.
Yan Feifeng, I saw you fall in battle. How can you still be alive?
请下命令。是的。准备好了，被就绪。出发。好的。
Okay, so we got some halberdiers.
下命令出发。遵命。是。被就绪。出发。遵命。出发。出发。请下命令。请下命令。什么？准备。
Okay, these guys alone should be able to clean up those cav. Times 6. Anti-archer.
集合出发。
Okay, that'll do.
请下命令。
Do not let them reach Huangzhou Wu's captive.
They should just absolutely maul these cav. Yeah, no issue. That was so much easier.
好的，请下命令。好的。准备好了。什么？遵命。出发。遵命。出发。A war blocks our way. Pioneers, send your lanterns over it so we can see what lies beyond.
遵命，准备好了，出发。是的，出发。遵命。
The enemy waits for us. Break through this wall.
Oh, you can actually control it in midair. Holy moly.
遵命。
Alright, that's kind of neat. Yeah, just keep going, just keep going. Alright, let's destroy this wall. And it shouldn't take too much longer to get back where I was before.
遵命。出发。开
So
战。
target the Tiote? Tiote?
准备好了。
Those were Chongqi.
Plus the pioneers should make short work of them.
Huang Zhaowu has unleashed the worst perils upon the land.
是的，请下命令。遵命。准备好了。什么？请下命。出发。遵命。出发。是的，准备好了。请下命。
Gift of Beasts, God's Blessing. God Blessing.
出发。遵命。请下命令。出发。
Shennong has blessed us with Yazi, fierce creatures eager to leap into battle. We must be grateful they are on our side.
出发。
Wonder if I can keep them alive.
是的，遵命。请下命令。
So, high pierce armor, the ability to leap,
什么？准备。是的。
makes me think they're good against countering archers.
是的，出发。遵命。出发。遵命。出发。遵命。出击。是的，出发。是的，开战。
And these guys can get stuck in the archers. With a lot of pioneers, we should be right here. Get him, get him, get him.
The enemy camp is nearby. Our arrows
That's
will
much
set it
better.
ablaze.
Okay, so this time we've done it about half the time. We're before the enemy base. We've got probably about 25% more units. It shouldn't be as big of an issue this time trying to overtake whatever's here. I do want to see if I can attack this though. No, I can't. What the flip? So I still can't attack that. What I will do is I will save it. Okay, that was pretty quick. We'll advance.
Huang Zhaowu is immortal. What chance do we have against him?
Wise Shennong has chosen Yan Feifeng, but a single tree does not make a forest. We must work together to overcome our enemies. Once more, Shennong blesses us. He has given us a god power.
So I could just target all of that, but am I able to attack this stone gate? I can attack that, I can attack that, but I can't attack this. Why not? Alright, well, what we'll do is we'll do the same thing as we did before. We could drag the units out, but I think it feels appropriate to use it here, given I've just gotten it here. Okay, so it did destroy the wall this time.
Do not be fearful. We will fight together, and we will win.
Okay, they need to target the Coyote. Okay, that's much better.
Could the gods give immortality to Huang Zhaowu, and not to me?
There we go. Okay. What the hell are you meant to do if that god power doesn't destroy the wall?
Great archer Houyi, what are you doing captured?
What does it matter? I may be the greatest archer, the most benevolent lord, and the perfect strategist, but I will die one day because the gods did not grant me immortality. And see Huang Zhaowu, he struts across China. Ungrateful.
Get up, you fool! You are as a kite with its string cut. I come with Shennong's chosen, Yan Feifeng. With your help, Houyi, we can finally end Huang Zhaowu's tyranny.
Yet another favored by the gods? I will show you. You will never defeat Huang Zhaowu without me. In fact, I can build a larger army than you ever could. Let us split up, and I may defeat Huang Zhaowu by myself before you and Shennong's chosen have found your horses.
Is he always like this?
He may be willful, but perhaps we can turn his pride in our favor.
Okay, let's go back to the campaign menu. Alright, so that's the first scenario done. So it's pretty linear in structure. There is that little barricade where you can sort of access the horse, well, the cab first before getting the halberdiers. That's not recommended. It's pretty good that it's in a linear fashion. Gives you the ability to sort of get comfortable with a whole bunch of different units. And it sort of introduces them sort of step by step, which is kind of nice. So you get used to the heroes, then you get used to the myth units there, and then you've got the swordsmen, the anti-archers, I don't know their names already, the halberdiers, the cav, and another bunch of myth units. Plus you get to use a god power right at the end. The only criticism of that level, well, there's a couple of them, I suppose. One is using that god power. Excuse me. Is using that god power at the end. If that doesn't destroy the wall, you can't complete the rest of the scenario. So that wall should be attackable regardless of whether that power has hit it or not. So that's, I don't know if that's just my computer or the scenario or something else, but that should be addressed immediately, because even though I had 2 heroes the first time I completed, well, the first time I went through that final area, they weren't able to attack that section of wall, which I feel is a what's the word? I feel is something they need to address, something they need to fix. I don't understand why I can't target that wall. The second time around was obviously much quicker, knowing what was coming, knowing the unit counters. That was very helpful. I don't like how they had half the map in the southwestern area there. That was all closed off. If you're going to do that, you may as well just make the current map just the whole size and have no sort of hidden things. I don't understand why you'd just toss away half a map like that. So, apart from that, those are probably my only 2 criticisms about it. If there's any other things that you think have come to your attention, let me know in the comment section down below. And I hope you've enjoyed watching. Stay tuned. We will go through Houyi's Pride. Apologies for butchering the name, but that'll be the next time around. So join me then. We'll go through that. We'll see again what challenges, I guess, that scenario brings. I'm assuming it will go through sort of like the what's the word, like the characteristics of the Chinese, like how to use them. I assume I'll be given a town center, I'll have villages, I'll be building an economy, building an army. This might be fun if it's like I'm versing Houyi and we're both raising an army to try and bust down a gate. That would be kind of cool. So we're both allies, but we're both targeting the same thing, and it's sort of like a rush or an economic boom, I suppose. That would sort of be an interesting scenario, but that would also get you familiar with the mechanics. So that's, I guess, what I'm assuming, or it could turn out to be a rescue mission, but we'll see. Any other questions, queries, or comments, please let me know in the comment section down below, and as always, thanks for watching.